Does anyone remember Fistful of Frags? It was a game released back in 2014. It was essentially a cowboy first-person shooter that was pretty big, I would say, reaching 1,353 players on launch. However, due to years passing by and many people just moving on from the game, it has reached an all-time low of 90 players. However, people are still dedicated to this game, including the devs themselves. That is a lot more credit than I can give most developers nowadays. Excuse me. So, what is this weird game about cowboys made in the Source engine all about? Well, essentially this game is an arena shooter. You go around shooting other people, and you have a loadout. The difference that this game brings to the table is that you can have a sub-skill or a sub-weapon. You can also choose what type of hand you are most dominant with. However, you can't equip everything, or very OP loadouts, as each one costs stars depending on which things you pick. So let's talk about them. The volcanic pistol is the first weapon that is ever shown to you. While its low damage might seem very unappealing, its high fire rate and 9 shots in the chamber is quite a thing to deal with. If you ever come across someone using this, they might either be new and not accustomed to loadouts, or might just be dicking around. This weapon is the first weapon you can get, therefore the weakest one. However, put this gun in the right hands and it becomes something to fear. The Cold Navy is your average 6-shooter with basic stats. It works well with anything and can be used with pretty much anything. Think about it as the ditto of the gun world. It's pretty much what you see is what you get. This weapon was once 3 stars, however, it is a little bit too strong to be paired up with a couple of the other things, so it got bumped up to 4. Next up would be an unexpected thing, a sawed-off shotgun. It's effective at pretty much most ranges, and yes, while damage fallout is a thing, do not be afraid to use it if your enemy is far away. If they are in low health and you did damage them at the start, this weapon will kill them, to be sure. In fact, you were once able to dual-wield sawed-offs before they actually removed it, due to it not only being a starter gun, but also being wildly OP, since the shotgun works at any range, pretty much. The bow is the easiest way to see if a player can deal with a gimmick weapon, as the bow can deal 1 shot if aimed at the head. However, the weapon's ammo, the arrow, will obviously curve, and not throwing any shade at the Source engine as it has its quirks with bow and arrows. Trust me, I come from the Huntsman days. But the Source engine cannot deal with the arc that this arrow has, leading to many weird engine problems, especially if you play on the more latency side servers. The axe is one of 2 melee weapons, and it does what it says it does. As a melee weapon, it is incredibly good, and not only does it give you the best movement by any weapon, but it can also be thrown as a ranged attack. However, make sure you got something to defend yourself on your secondary. However, once again, this is a Source game from 2014 that we are talking about. This will have some issues with hit reg and occasionally lag issues, meaning that sometimes you'll hit them, sometimes you won't, because, you know, it's the Source engine. The SW Hammer is a single-handed 5-shot revolver. As the name suggests, it is not a hammered revolver, meaning that you cannot fan fire this weapon. However, due to its fast reload and fast fire rate, you won't really be needing that. However, this gun works off of shotgun rules. The further away the opponent is from the weapon, the less damage it will deal. That is pretty much the one downside to this weapon. And oh boy, this weapon has a history, as it not only got removed but replaced with a different weapon that we will be talking about later, but then got replaced again with a similar weapon, now having 5 stars instead of the original 4. It's quite strange to be fair. Fuck, I punched. I just punched my microphone. The mare's leg, also called ML, functions like a pistol, however, it is a sawed-off rifle that deals high damage, doesn't have the best accuracy, and has 8 shots. But this weapon has a very slow rate of fire due to you having to do a really cool gun trick at the end of it, and very awful, poor, you could call despicable accuracy when it's fanned. However, make sure you get those body shots or point blank shots because my god, this could down a player so easily. Due to you being able to essentially one-shot a player if you're really close to them and get a headshot, this weapon has been nerfed, so you have to pay 6 stars instead of the original 5. The Remington Army, or the other revolver, is essentially the same weapon, except you remove the whole revolver clip instead of the, individually placing them like the SW Scotchfield. The difference is that you do gain 6 rounds versus the 5 rounds of the SW Scotchfield. However, you are exchanging damage fallout for longer ranges. Finally, rounding out our primaries is the Smith Carbine, a single-shot rifle with almost, almost good accuracy when aiming down sights. It can kill in 2 body shots or in 1 headshot in any range. However, it is a musket, meaning that you must reload it after 1 shot. But this is a sniper rifle you're basically handling, and yes, it does pour up close. So if you're ever dealing with someone using this weapon, just bomb rush them, you'll be fine. These secondaries are basically skills or weapons that you can get just in case you need a little oomph. Everyone uses these, so let's go over some of them. The handgun throw, as the name suggests, allows you to throw your handgun. Heavy loads allows you to throw heavy objects like barrels or any boxes. Quick draw allows you to pull your weapon out faster. Brass knuckles are fist weapons. Knives are knives. Boots are not for aiming as you would think. This game has a kick button, meaning that boots allow you to have a stronger kick that deals more damage and sends your opponent further away. The Derringer, this little guy is your twink of the night. He fits in a pocket, he fits in your pants. Take him all around, he deals a lot of damage up close, like a little bit too much damage, like 3 to 2 shots to kill a person, a little bit too much damage. However, with this weapon's bad and downright disgusting accuracy, yeah, you won't be getting that far with it. And it's 2 shots. Yes, this can only chamber 2 shots. Dynamite makes big boom. There would have been more secondaries if they hadn't been removed. This includes the portable whiskey jug, pickpocket, insatiable, and the gentleman perk. If you thought that was it, oh, you are absolutely wrong, as this weapon also has different colored chests that are hidden around every map. You can essentially find these and then upgrade your weapon from there. While it would be great to go over the rest of the weapons, I feel like this would be a great place to stop. I want more people to play this game, meaning that I would like people to experiment more. I don't want to go on a huge tirade or bore the viewer with just explaining things all around. I feel like I did that mistake once with the vampire video. However, please, with any favor, the game is free, go download it. It is very enjoyable and fun to play, especially if you have friends or by yourself in a random server. This game's combat or the gunplay is satisfying, and they added horses in a newer update that you can ride. It's fun. And I would 100% recommend you actually go ahead and play it for yourself and discover what other things there are other than you hearing me blabber on. However, the game is free and I would recommend you get it. It's 2 gigabytes big because, it's a source game for free. But yeah. Anyways, thank you all. This has been The Crow, and I appreciate you all watching this video. The chivalry video will be put on the background though. I won't be working on that anytime soon because of things happening at the moment. However, do stick around. There will be more things ahead. Thank you for watching. See ya.
Did you die?